Hey folks, this is Nod and we're playing Space Engineers. Alright, something has been bothering me for a while now. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm not 100% sure. And I want to know, so we're going to do some science to try to figure this out. So the question I have right now is, you have a base and you're processing some resources there. And everything's going fine, it's processing along just great. But then you decide to go somewhere else in the universe and you jump away 100 kilometers or so. So now your base is 100 kilometers away. Does your stuff continue to process in your refineries and your assemblers and stuff like that while you're sort of like away from it? Or does the server just sort of like despawn your base and all the production stops while you're away, and then you return, it all comes back on again? It's really hard to say because when you arrive there, obviously it spawns the base in front of you. When you go away, you don't know if it's still there or not. So I would like to figure this out, so we're going to do some science. So let's do that. Okay, here's my small test platform I put together here. It's just a little base out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm on my multiplayer server. I'm in creative mode, but this is a survival multiplayer server. So anyway, let's have a quick look at this. So it's a quick base. It's basically just an antenna. It's got a reactor to power the thing. Okay, in here I have a small container into which I'm going to place some maybe iron ore perhaps, which is going to go fed into the refinery, which is going to process that, and it's going to get pulled through this sorter block, which will whitelist ingots, and the ingots will be placed into this container where we can then see how many there are, and I will also time the whole process. So, and I'm going to hang out here so we've got a baseline to start. So let's start with adding some. Well, first of all, let me turn off the refinery so we can actually start the clock in there. So, turn that off. Refinery's off. Okay, I'm going to poof a couple of ingots in. Some ore into here. Iron ore. I tried a test with that. It was pretty short. So let's try 30,000 iron ore. Spawn into target container. Poof. Okay, so now we got 30,000 in there. So we're now going to go over to our refinery. I'm going to turn that on. I do have a stopwatch set up here. I don't actually have an easy way of putting that on the screen, but anyway, let's start this. And I'll press my stopwatch. Okay, turning that on. Started the stopwatch. Okay, so that should be now processing that ore. Let's actually take a look and see if it's actually pulling through the system here. Alright, so we got a small container with the ingots in it. Okay, that's the end. Okay, that's our container here. So it's producing ingots. The refinery has got that much stuff in it, 30,000. Okay, so it's pulled it all in already. Okay, so this is all going good. Alright, so we'll have to see how long this takes. It's been about 40 seconds so far. Yeah, it looks like this is going to take a little. I want it to take a little while though, because I want to be able to actually fly away at a fair distance and come back and see if it's actually done it or not within a certain time frame. So, all right, coming up on 1 minute. It's been running. Okay. And here we go. All right, that took 6 minutes and 25 seconds, and we produced 16.8K. Okay, we need to do this again, except this time without me being here. And the way we're going to do that is I have a jump ship set up to jump 1,000 kilometers in that direction. Alright, so got a couple of things we got to set up here first. So first thing is we got to get rid of the old ingots we just made. So that's what I got this ejector set up here for. So we'll set that to collect all, eject all. There goes our ingots out into oblivion. 60.8K. Right, goodbye. Alright. So let's top this block off again. Alright, so it's not collecting and it's not throwing anything out. Okay, make sure the reactor is off. Off, okay. And we need to spawn in our 30,000 iron ore again, so let's do that. Iron ore 30,000, spawn to target container. Let's confirm that's in there. Yes, it is. Okay, so got my stopwatch ready to go here. So the way I'm going to actually do this is I'm going to start it all up, and I'm going to hop in this ship and get the heck out of here. But I want to do that almost as soon as possible, so I think I'm going to get in the ship first, and we'll remotely jack into the station to set it up to make it, to start it running. Let's hop in here. Okay, we're in the ship. Okay, so got a remote access, large grid 6614, the terminal. Here's our refinery. Alright, finger on the stopwatch button, on. Okay, started the stopwatch. And we are going to jump immediately. Jump 1,000 kilometers. Okay, we are now nowhere near that. In fact, we're nowhere near anything. Set in the middle of nowhere here. Alright, so it took 6 minutes and 25 seconds last time, so I'm probably going to sit here for 10 minutes. Alright, we're 5.5 minutes. I'm actually not going to wait 10 minutes. I'm going to wait like 6 minutes and then we'll go back there and see if it's almost done. Alright, so 5:38, 49, 40. Stand by to jump. Alright, it's been 6 minutes, so let's jump now. That should have all but finished that processing if it has kept going while I'm not there. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm actually going to do this by jacking in. Oh crap, we're not in range. That's brilliant. Alright, and actually, let's just hop out and get there quicker without the ship. Hurry, hurry, hurry! I don't know why I'm not in range of that antenna. Very strange. Anyway, let's up over here quickly. Alright, so it's been 6:38 now. It should have definitely processed everything, so let's see where we're at. We should have 16.8. Wow! Okay. It's done. Stop the clock. That was processing while we weren't here. Yep, because it's done. Wow. Okay. That's actually really good news. That's kind of what I was hoping, and what I kind of thought was going on the server is, I don't know, according to that, I would say that that actually processes stuff while you're not here. Which is brilliant, because that means you don't have to babysit your refineries in order to get them to process. I was 1,000 kilometers away, and it just went on processing just fine. So, what does that prove? That, I don't know if that proves anything, but it definitely suggests that perhaps you could, yeah, you can just let, as long as you're on the server and the server is up and running, it should be processing your stuff. That's rather cool, because that also means that if other people are on the server, my refinery should be running, their refinery should be running, and I assume this works for assemblers too. I don't see why it wouldn't. Alright, well, that's sort of interesting. Okay, yeah, that was a good test, and it kind of got me interested in this, but you know what, I have a funny feeling that maybe there's a timeout before it actually despawns your base, and a 5 or 6 minute run is probably not enough to test that. So we're going to try doubling this to, which should result in a 12.5 minute run, as opposed to just a 6. So, yeah, let's reset the system here. Poof. Bye. Okay. And we're going to poof in twice as many now, so we're going to put in 60,000. And starting timer. Okay, here we go, here we go. Almost done. Gotta stop the stopwatch. Okay, our results are, that took 12 minutes and 52 seconds to process 60,000 iron ore into 33.6 K of ingots. Alright, let's reset and we'll do this again. Except this time I won't, we'll be 1,000 kilometers away. Okay, let's clean the system out. Poof, poof. Goodbye. Confirm they're in there. Yes, they are. Alright, it's up in the jump ship. Get ready to hightail out of here. Okay, let's check into the terminal here. Refinery. On. Start the stopwatch. Okay then, that's all happening. So we will be back in approximately 12 minutes and 52 seconds. Okay, it's coming up on 12 minutes now. 12 minutes and 52 seconds is our target, so we're going to jump in there very soon. Alright, we got 52 seconds to go. So I'm going to jump in. That's close enough. So here we go. Jumping back to our test base. It's been processing for about 12 minutes. Let's see if it despawned and hasn't been doing anything, or whether it's still up and running. Okay, it's 12:32, 12:34. Should be just finishing now if it's been running constantly. Let's have a look and see what do we got. It's just finishing. So this has been running while we've been gone for almost 13 minutes, and it's done the exact same amount, 33.6k. I'd say that's pretty conclusive. As long as you're on the server, on the multiplayer server, your refineries, and I'm going to assume your assemblers continue to work regardless of whether you're actually at your base or not. That's really good to know. Okay. And I could do a longer test, like let it run for an hour, but I'm not going to sit here for an hour. 2 hours, I guess it would take to do that test. I don't know. It works on the short term, at least. Anyway, I can conclude that as long as you're not gone too long, it's going to work. And I've got no reason to believe it doesn't work any other way. So, yeah, that's. I'm going to go with the assumption that yes, as long as you're on the server, your stuff is processing. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you found this useful. Please subscribe if you like this stuff. Give me a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear some comments if you figured out any other stuff about this. All right. Thank you for watching.